Good morning, traders. Welcome to today's market review. This is Fred Razak at CMTrading. Today is March 13th, 2018, and today is Tuesday morning. So looking at the economic events of the day, starting out at 1:30, coming out of the United Kingdom, annual budget release is coming out. And then at 2:30 South African time, monthly CPI numbers coming out of the United States. That's mostly a inflationary number, so that's good to know that it's coming out. And then at 4:15, Governor Poloz will be speaking from Bank of Canada. Okay, so altogether these events are not super important, but if there are any surprises, you do want to know, and especially if you do have positions in these symbols, that the numbers are coming out. Now, I just want to mention that we're happy to announce that Bitcoin is on the system and you're able to trade it. We're going to just look at the market watch to see how you populate it, but let's take a look at what's going on in the market. So as you'll see on the left-hand side of my screen, we have the market watch. And to populate the entire symbols on the system, you'll see BTC USD, that's Bitcoin. All you need to do is right-click on this area and then scroll down to pressing Show All, and it'll populate all the updated commodities and the cryptocurrencies, etc., that are newly updated into the system. So, we'll be integrating it into our daily review Bitcoin. I think it's a great cryptocurrency to trade. But just for today, we're going to continue on our regular schedule. So looking at the Euro USD here, we bounced nicely, about 45 to 50 pips yesterday, but nothing really colossal for a Monday. And that's normal for a Monday, especially since, last week and the previous 3 weeks have been super volatile. So we're bounced nicely off of this support level, and that was a good place to actually pick it up. We mentioned that yesterday. We tested it again just briefly, and then we rallied. So we're really right now between our two moving averages and in the middle of the move. So this could really go either way as this continues trading. So I would give it a little bit further time to really figure out which direction it wants to go. And, if we do break on the upside, then I would look to buying it. If we do break on the downside, then I would look to short it. But at this stage, it's really nothing jumping at me to say, one way or another. Now, looking at the GBP USD, we're forming right here, we're forming a resistance level right here on several times, okay? And there's previous support levels. So, this might be a decent place to actually short this in anticipation that it's going to go back down to 137. So, with that in mind, just be aware of it, that it might be a decent entry right now to actually jump into it. Okay, not the best entry because we sold off just a little bit already, but nevertheless, it could still be a decent trade on the way down. So if you want to build a position here with the USD, the GBP USD, excuse me, it might be a decent place to actually pick it up. USD ZAR, just sideways trading. We sold off a little bit just since yesterday. The ZAR getting a little bit stronger versus the dollar, as you can see, 11.80. And also, we're right in the middle of our extremities, so I'd like to have some conviction in one way or another before jumping into it. Now, jumping into the Japanese yen, okay, the USD Japanese yen. As you can see, we've following this resistance level 106.85, so that might be actually a decent place if it does break this out on the upside, because we had a rally, we had it came in, okay, we didn't break below our previous resistance level, okay, so this is subsequent support, and now we're testing our highs here. So if we do break out, maybe we'll come back to this 107.29ish level. Not a big deal, but a decent trade if it does for a Tuesday morning. Okay, so not bad to, if it does break on this upside, to jump into it. Now looking at gold, really not doing much, just faltering a little bit down. Seems like it's not trading with much volume, 13.19, and really not much in play. So the commodities so far have not been in that much of a play starting out this week. Now looking at the Dow Jones, we sold off a little bit yesterday after our massive rally last Friday. So this is indicative, but we're still above 25,000. So that's really an important number psychologically when we're looking at this. So again, we're still in the middle of this range right here between 24,969 and 25,795. So, I think we'll be in a very tight range. And we're waiting for corporate news to come out and kind of see what the new releases are for the first quarter for the companies that represent the Dow Jones. So I'd like to see some more confidence in the market, okay, for an extended conviction, for an extended rally on the upside. But I think we will get it, just a matter of time until we get it. Now looking at the JSE though, you see that it's strong, okay? We gapped up yesterday, when we gapped up and went. We had this little rally here yesterday, and then we hit this resistance at 52,000. 233, and now this morning we're gapping up, and we may just close this gap, okay, before we take it up on the upside. But it's coming back together, okay. It's not that far off from its all-time high of 55,000. So we'd like to see that continue. The markets are strong in South Africa, and it's very encouraging, especially for people down there who are, working, and the economy is coming back together, and the political situation has subsided. So we're happy to see that, and you could see that actually in the graph. Okay, so that's something where the proof is in the pudding, and you can see like things actually following through. So I'd like to see some further follow through, and I still think that we could see new highs for the year. Okay, so that's something to keep an eye out of. This is Fred Razak. I want to wish you guys a great trading day.